Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. There are more twists and turns to this Aristotle Dumas storyline than we ever saw coming, and Young and Restless just shared a new spoiler video chock full of teasers and fun behind the scenes footage. Who will show up uninvited? Who was invited that we didn't even know about? What scandal might unfold? Keep reading for answers, amid a sea of cool behind-the-scenes footage that explains how the train car set was designed, and delivers laughs via cast members like Joshua Morrow, Nick hugging a table he's pretending is Abby, comes a slew of delicious spoilers about the upcoming scenes in the French Riviera. Let's start with the guest we didn't even know was invited. Chancellor Connor Floyd doffs his detective gear and dons a dress shirt to make the trip to Nice, France, and is seen mingling with the other guests at the Maze cocktail hour. Let the speculation begin about why he's there. Of course, we know Dumas is interested in Chancellor Inc., which was Chance's grandmother's legacy, so perhaps that's a clue. Next up, Kyle and Audrey each believe they're playing the other, but it appears the lines may become blurred for the former lovers, as this video hints at a possible hookup between the two, with Kyle's portrayer Michael Mueller teasing, "What happens in Nice, stays in Nice." Maybe Diane does have something to worry about after all. Finally, and perhaps the most intriguing of the spoilers in the clip, is Adam turning up in Victor and Nikki's train car in France. Sweaty and clearly alarmed, Adam literally climbed mountains to deliver some bad news to his dad that he won't like one bit. Why do we suspect this will have to do with Chancellor Inc.? Is Nikki out of a job? Check out the video below and make of it what you will. Young and Restless, French twist, spoiler crashes Dumas, party with bad news, plus, a scandal is afoot. It was supposed to be a night of glamour and exclusivity, an elite affair held within the lush, secluded walls of Aristotle Dumas' newly unveiled Genoa city estate. The guest list had been meticulously curated. Champagne flowed like secrets, fashion was dialed to 10, and the scent of expensive perfumes danced on the air. But nothing about the evening could have prepared the guests, or Dumas himself, for the seismic interruption that would send shockwaves through the night and expose a scandal that had been silently brewing beneath Genoa city's polished surface. Because when Ashley Abbott strode through the marble entryway, uninvited and clearly shaken, everything changed. The arrival, une femme fatale with a warning. The room froze as Ashley, dressed in an elegant but stark black pantsuit, made her entrance. No smile, no preamble, just direct eye contact with Aristotle Dumas and a single line that cracked the air like thunder. "We need to talk, in private, now." Gasps fluttered through the room like moths. Nikki, Victor, and Jack exchanged alarmed glances. Even Audra Charles, always the cool observer, stepped back, lips slightly parted. Ashley was not just crashing a party. She was detonating a bomb. Dumas, ever the gracious host and the consummate mystery, smiled coolly, but his eyes betrayed a flicker of unease. He gestured her toward the library. As the heavy doors closed behind them, the murmurs in the great hall surged. "What is Ashley doing here?" whispered Abby to Devon. "I thought she was in Paris," murmured Nate, raising an eyebrow. "She was," muttered Jack, jaw tightening. Behind closed doors, Dumas unraveled. Ashley didn't waste time. Her tone was low, fierce, and deliberate. "I found out what you've been hiding. You're not just here to invest in Genoa City. You're here to take something from it, and someone." Aristotle didn't flinch. "And what do you think I want to take?" She tossed a thick envelope onto his antique desk. Inside were documents, photos, and a USB stick. Proof of everything. Your connection to Delphine Moreau. Your manipulation of French biotech shares. The false identity you used when entering the US. And your connection to Audra. That name was the one that made Dumas flinch. Ashley continued. "You charmed your way into our world, but you didn't count on me keeping tabs on Paris. Or on Delphine being furious enough to talk." The mask slipped. Just for a second, Dumas lowered himself into his leather chair. "What do you want?" Ashley narrowed her eyes. "For starters, the truth, and I want you to tell everyone, tonight." He chuckled darkly. "You think I'd dismantle myself at my own event? Then I will." Back in the ballroom, whispers and whine. Back in the ballroom, the guests were abuzz. Phyllis was circling like a vulture, phone ready. Abby was fidgeting nervously while Chance tried calming her. Kyle kept throwing glances at Audra, who looked like she'd just swallowed glass. "Whatever this is," Audra muttered under her breath to Dumas when he emerged from the library alone, "you need to control it. Fast." "I intend to," he said smoothly. But the sheen of arrogance was thinning. Just as he raised his glass to speak, perhaps to redirect the energy of the room, Ashley returned. Her stride was forceful, her voice, clear and unforgiving. "Everyone, I apologize for the interruption. But it seems our esteemed host has a few secrets he's neglected to share." You could hear a pin drop. Secrets that involve corporate fraud, identity manipulation, and a woman in Paris who may still be alive, and in danger. There was a beat of silence. Then chaos. The dominoes fall. A scandal erupts. Victor stepped forward, voice grave. "Ashley, are you certain?" "I have proof," she said, waving the envelope. "Enough to get him arrested in 2 countries. Dumas remained still, regal, then smiled. "You're forgetting, Ashley, I'm not the only one with secrets. Should we really unspool them all, here?" This wasn't a bluff. It was a threat, and it landed. Because suddenly, eyes weren't just on Dumas. They were on Audra, on Phyllis, even on Jack. "What's going on?" asked Tessa, clinging to Mariah's arm. "I don't know," Mariah said, "but I think it's about to get worse." Audra's collapse. Betrayal in real time. In the crowd, Audra's poker face cracked. She turned sharply toward Kyle. "We have to leave." But Kyle, arms crossed, wasn't budging. "Did you know about this?" She hesitated too long. "I didn't know everything." "So you knew something." The implication hung between them, deadly and obvious. This wasn't just a scandal for Dumas. It was going to taint everyone in his orbit. "Excuse me," Victor said calmly, though his voice was iron. "I believe we should all hear what Ashley has to say. In full." Ashley, with a shaky breath, opened the folder and began reading the timeline aloud, detailing Dumas' connections to Moreau Pharmaceuticals, how he'd posed as an investor to manipulate insider data, and how Audra had been in communication with him long before he arrived in Genoa City. And then the real shock. Delphine Moreau is alive, and in hiding. "And she sent me this," Ashley said, playing an audio file from the USB. Delphine's voice, faint but clear, rang through the grand ballroom. "If you're hearing this, I'm still in danger. Aristotle Dumas is not who he says he is. He stole everything, and he's not finished yet." Jack's breaking point, and the reveal nobody saw coming. As murmurs turned into panic, Jack's voice rose above them all. "Enough. Ashley, what does this mean for Jabot? For our family?" Ashley turned toward him, face solemn. "It means we've been targeted. This was never about friendship or investment. It was about leverage." Aristotle, finally losing his composure, raised his voice. "I never lied about my interest in Genoa City. Just the reason why." "Then why?" Lily asked. "Why infiltrate everything here?" Dumas smiled bitterly. "Because the real power in this town isn't in the boardrooms. It's in the secrets, and I came to collect them. The aftermath. Arrests, alliances, and fallout." As the night unraveled further, the police were discreetly called. Audra attempted to flee but was stopped at the gates by Chance and a stern-looking Devon. Phyllis, never missing an opportunity, live-streamed the moment Dumas was handcuffed. Victor, furious and fascinated, vowed to investigate how deep the corruption went. Meanwhile, Jack and Ashley stood quietly in the corner of the garden, the tension between them thawing just enough for a moment of understanding. "You saved us," Jack said quietly. Ashley looked down. "No, I just stopped it before it got worse." And back inside, Audra sat in the corner, alone, shocked, and visibly unraveling. Her alliances were collapsing, her reputation, shattered. But one mystery still lingered in the air like perfume after a storm. If Delphine was alive, where was she now? To be continued. The French twist had not only turned the party upside down, it rewrote the rules of engagement in Genoa City. In the days to come, old alliances would shatter. Unexpected players would rise. And secrets thought long buried would bubble up, poisonous and unstoppable. And as for Aristotle Dumas, as the police car pulled away, he turned to Ashley through the glass with a chilling smile. "Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news."